We are getting a ton of spoilers unraveling right now in Vegas, and it looks like Wizards of the Coast will do everything it can to keep pushing out premium products, including now even autographed cards. Welcome back to the channel. Mattcaster Mage here. If you do enjoy my content, please consider subscribing and joining in on all the fun we have here. And today, we're going to be talking about the autographed card announcement from Wizards of the Coast. Sorry. I'm just thinking about this one video Rudy did. Well, he's done a few of these videos where he would get letters in from people who supposedly may or may not work at Wizards of the Coast or have like spoilers for the future and the direction of where Wizards of the Coast is going with Magic the Gathering. And it feels like every single one of those things in those letters has come true, whether it was the serialized cards, the stickers, whether it was the Universes Beyond and the Abundance of Secret Layers and the crossovers, all of those feel like they have come true. Now, this one was kind of like the nail for me. That was like, oh my God, I got to go back and watch a ton of those discussion videos because now I'm starting to think, what else, if there's any other letters that he gets, I mean, they might purposely be, tricking or misleading people now because it's so obvious that almost all of these are true. But the serialized card thing was a very interesting inclusion to that video because that was immediately followed by the autographed cards. And it feels weird. I'm like, autographed. I always thought it would be like autographs, whether it was the artist who drew the card, but we are getting a similar style to the way baseball cards have autographs and the way that sports cards are going down that road, which is obviously a collector's market, and Magic the Gathering is supposed to be a game, right? But they clearly want it to be more of a collector's market to justify these premium prices. Now, if you want to justify premium prices, you have to throw things in there because players aren't going to buy them. Look what happened to Commander Masters. That was probably the biggest example of not throwing in either a serialized card or something else very specific, something that makes it more unique. The serialized card definitely pushed Lord of the Rings, though I think it would have been a good set regardless because it's such a massive IP that they're crossing over with. I don't think Wizards of the Coast is going to have a lot of examples of that moving forward because that was, I feel like, the biggest IP they could have ever crossed over with that is not owned by Disney. Now, when it comes to the autograph cards, I find it interesting because they've tried everything else. And, the things that had the most success, I guess, were the serialized cards, though if you do try to trade those to a game store, a lot of game stores won't even take them because the prices it's so volatile. So if you are going to sell it, it would be something like TCG Player, which is probably where you're going to go with these autograph cards. I don't know how many game stores are actually going to be buying these autograph cards because Magic the Gathering, unlike Pokemon, is not a market where a lot of cards do get graded. I feel like those are type of cards that you would want to get graded if you did have them. And as we know, Wizards of the Coast, they want to keep finding ways to make things premium, and everything that they've made in the past to make something premium, the prices immediately crashed. And I'm talking about the singles. You're looking at the Neon Ink cards in Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, which is a great set. Even the collector boxes for that are holding up pretty well, all things considered. If you take a look at all of the collector boxes and the whole ecosystem, most of them have been going down in price. Most of them have bottomed out or could even go down lower. But Kamigawa seems to be doing good, but the Neon Ink cards, nope. Those cards have crashed quite significantly, and it feels like that was a main draw for that set. But if it didn't have other good cards in there like Boseiju and other good cards that people wanted for their decks, the playability of these cards, then the prices probably would have cratered. You look at everything that they've been doing, and it just feels like they will not leave anything on the table. They found the whales in like products like the Mythic Edition, which were like tests which actually crashed the eBay site, if you guys remember that. And they sold super fast because it was a limited quantity, right? Only 10,000. They had the FOMO in there, and that's where you're getting that same FOMO for things like the serialized cards. And they're trying to do that now with making autograph cards, which is obviously like, you have these one-on-ones, which are autographed cards, which are very unique. And now, will the market actually accept it or reject it? We are in a very interesting time period now where it feels like they turned on the faucet and they will not slow down. I know directionally in the future, they might actually pivot, but right now, they're not going back to just the regular standard sets anytime soon. It looks like they have opened Pandora's box. And whether or not it's going to be successful in the future, only time will tell. But based on just current market reaction from the past premium products, including master sets, which were the original premium product, remember, look at the prices of those. They have tanked a lot. They're pretty much all Chronicles. If you're an older player, you know exactly what that means, where it was just all reprints, and people didn't like that. They wanted to see new cards that are brought into the game, something that makes them excited, something to throw into a new deck or something like that. But when you keep getting reprint after reprint, and then 5 different versions of cards, and as I say this right now, there's more spoilers actually rolling out that I would have covered in another video, but the spoilers just unraveling so fast. Like the new Ixalan set, we are getting Mana Crypt, it looks like, and like 5 different versions of it. So I understand trying to make something collectible. I mean, it is a collectible card game, but all the variations of cards, can we just make one good card and not make 7 different versions of it? I don't know. It's just trying to please too many people, but a lot of people don't even like the etched cards, and for example. It's just every single time, it just feels... I'm drained at this point, just trying to keep up with the spoilers and obviously with the market mover videos that talk about the different versions of cards. And now eventually it's going to become impossible to do those videos, so I want to actually showcase these versions because there's so many of them that I have to talk about. Anyways, rant over. That's all I want to talk about today. Let me know what you guys think about the new autograph cards. Are you interested in them? Is this something that you think is going to actually bring the whales back who've left in the past 6 months after Magic 30th and then now Commander Masters? Are you going to buy any of these on the open market? I'd love to know your comments about that down below in the comment section. With that being said, guys, I will see you in the next video.
Use promo code Mattcaster for 5% off your order at Face to Face Games, Canada's largest Magic the Gathering store. Qualified orders get free shipping Canada-wide if you use our promo code Mattcaster at checkout. Whether you're buying singles or sealed product, use our code to support the show and get a discount.